North Alabama takes down Vanderbilt for the first ever Division I women's basketball win this past Tuesday night, a 74-71 win over Vandy up in Nashville, Tennessee. Catching up with UNA Associate Head Coach Adrian Harlow. And Coach Harlow, first off, congratulations on the win. Coach Tiber and the entire program, what can you guys say about this win?
Thank you. First of all, it was awesome. It was awesome to have all the fans there that came and were supporting us. For the girls to experience that with the hard work they've put in was just, it's just something that you can't, you wake up in the morning, you're like, did that really happen? But I thought for the entire game from start to finish, we looked like we belonged there.
Let's break this one down just a little bit, Coach. First quarter, you guys race out to a 28-11 lead, a very fast start. What was the key to that hot start?
I think that we kind of shocked them with our speed and athleticism, and they were just a bit shell-shocked with that, and our girls had no fear. So those two things together, they just went out there like, I think the biggest thing was not going in there thinking that they couldn't do something. They believed they could do it, and they didn't look like they were scared or whatever. They were just playing. And our veteran leadership, I think, too, was big. So that helped us get going, and then we were hitting our shots early, and I think it just pushed Vandy back, and they really didn't know how to respond there for a while, and then we just kept doing it.
Then in the second quarter, Vanderbilt kind of got back into the ballgame, a 5-point halftime lead for North Alabama. Let's go into the halftime locker room. What did you guys talk about? What did you want to do differently in the final two quarters?
Well, I think when we were walking to the locker room, we were talking about how we had been up by 21 points, and we didn't want to get disappointed about that, like, oh, we lost the 21-point lead, because we said if we came in here saying, do you want to be up by 5 points at halftime against Vanderbilt, would you be happy? And we said, yeah, we'd be real happy. So we were going to go into it thinking that way. We got into foul trouble pretty bad with our only post player of any size, Brittany, with 3 fouls. So you know, that was bothersome there in that third, and then we had a couple girls with 2 as well. So, you know, to have gotten that far was good. And then we wanted to go back in. We talked to the girls, you know, just get back to what we were doing in the first. Just going out there, being aggressive, getting back to our defensive principles, and that we had lost some in the second quarter. And they were ready to go. They didn't seem again, fearful of it at all.
The third quarter opens up and things get very tight, back and forth you guys go. You even end up exchanging the lead a couple of times, but then the third quarter ends. North Alabama has a 7-point lead. What about the way this team was able to persevere in that third quarter and head into the fourth quarter with the lead?
I think that says the most about our team, more than being up by 21, honestly. To have lost all that, to not really have faltered at all. I think we regained the lead immediately after they would take it. So it was the very next possession. I don't think there was a time where they had another possession after they took the lead. So to have not gotten nervous and tight in that and just played, I think that shows a lot. And maybe they just went out and did it, just didn't even pay attention. I don't know, but to not have that bother you and just go down there and do your work, that was pretty awesome.
In the fourth quarter, Vanderbilt would tie the game up 2 separate occasions, but they were never able to take the lead. What can you say about the defensive effort? Vanderbilt had a couple opportunities there in the final minute to tie the game, but what about the defense not allowing Vandy to make it a tie ball game in the final minute?
I think we knew a good bit about what they were going to do, and the girls were very serious about the scouting report and knowing what was going on, and when we prepared, they prepared themselves well, and we just kind of knew what they were going to do. So they put themselves in a good position before we got to that scenario. But again, not being fearful in that situation, I think, goes to show their veteran leadership and just their ability to work together.
A 74-71 win over Vanderbilt for the first ever Division I win in women's basketball history. Coach Harlow, moving forward, how do we build momentum off of this and get ready for the rest of the season?
I think it shows that they can pretty much do whatever they want to do, and you know, just gives them confidence that will take them through. And it's one game, but I mean, it's a huge thing to be 1-0 after going probably one of our toughest games all year. to say, hey, we can go do something. We can go do something in the conference. We can go do something with the rest of our schedule. And just staying humble at the same time and understanding that if we just go out there and prepare ourselves and handle ourselves the way that we did in that game, that we can be something special.
Coach Harlow, thank you for the time.
Thank you.